pretty much everyone's aware that the Olympics are going to be quite different this year. There was a one person, Gwen Berry, who refused to stand up for the national anthem, saying it was racist to stand up for U.S. national anthem. She placed third in the hammer throw contest. Uh, well, it's gonna be kind of, in my opinion, if the thing is, I mean, how can you be representing USA in the Olympics and then not stand up for this national anthem? I mean, of course, people. This is the world we live in now. Kind of like where if it doesn't fit your narrative, it's okay to disagree, even though, like, if say 10 years ago, if you didn't stand up for the national anthem, you'd be kicked off the team. This is probably something that this next thing is probably something that you've heard of more, and that's transgender woman is competing against in the Olympics as a woman in the weightlifting competition. Now, for those of you who have seen my videos, you know I'm actually trans, female to male trans, and absolutely I disagree that she should be allowed to compete. For one thing, like, biologically, maybe her testosterone levels are lower, and that's why she qualifies. But it's just that you gotta understand how hard it is for a woman to even make the Olympics in the first place. Like, this person who's competing, I can't remember her name, but I was saying, like, she is on hormone blockers, or like puberty blockers, or hormone blockers, and as well as estrogen. Now, hormone blockers only don't actually really change, like, they don't really take away all the development that has happened. She started her transition in the 30s. Before that, she actually did compete in men's weightlifting, and she could not manage. And yes, absolutely, I will use her pronouns. If she identifies as a woman, I'll use her pronouns. That's fine. But absolutely, I disagree that should be allowed in the Olympics. I mean, they can have a trans Olympics for all they want and probably get 0 viewers. But I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, success is never a bargain. Just back in the day, if you wanted the right to vote, you'd lose your petticoat. Like, my favorite YouTuber, you probably didn't know this, is my favorite YouTuber is actually Ben Shapiro, and that's because he's a very level-minded, intelligent man. He rationalizes everything. Like, he says the whole trans ideology thing is, the issue is there's not a concrete evidence to state you're trans. Like, I mean, pretty much you say you're trans and all of a sudden you're considered trans. And I actually had I actually did a video a while back called Transgender and Ben Shapiro, where I kind of said it's a matter of brain chemistry. Like, there's no circumstantial evidence to support a third gender, but I'm open to the idea. But yeah, it's the brain chemistry where trans man's brain is similar to a cis man's brain, like that, with gray matter to white matter ratio. And I actually had a scan done, and that was really the final deciding factor that for transitioning. But all the same, back to this Olympic athlete, like, I mean, she has the competitive edge over people. I don't think it's fair. I will definitely not be watching the Olympics until this woke cognitive dissonance ideology is gone, because I mean, this is, if anything, only creating more hate towards trans people. And personally, I just disagree with the woke left. And I've mentioned many times that people like Biden they're just tearing the country apart. USA is soon going to be the new Canada, like, where, like, illegal immigrants will be given money and homeless people will not. Like, just thinking, for example, like the recent situation with Indigenous. I mean, sure, the $18 billion is reserved for them, $1.9 billion for clean drinking water, and $525 million for children in reserves. But I guarantee you, none of them are seeing this because of all the corruption that goes on. And Justin Trudeau, whom I prefer to call Justin Turdo, well, he actually took away the Indigenous Transparency Act. Stephen Harper was the one who actually was the first to openly apologize for residential schools, and make sure that the elders had a Transparency Act where they had to show where they were spending the money. Justin Trudeau resolved that. So, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but I thought I'd seen everything. I mean, I'm turning 37 very soon, and I just don't want to see any more of this woke left ideology. I welcome any conservative leader, as long as they're truly conservative, anytime now. Anyway, sorry for this disjointed video. Thanks for watching.